get feeling for trajectory.
So welcome to this little experimental stream. I will be working on designing an incubator. So I'll be looking a little bit at some modeling, some design for what's the best things to do. And I will be doing a little bit of it on paper. So I hope that's all right with you. I've set up a camera here. There you go. So you can see me write, though you might not be able to see what I write for various relevant reasons. And yeah, that's what's up. Thanks for joining. So right now I'm just looking at some of the Y Combinator experiences, specifically from startup founders. We have a lot of really strong content in here. And I can mention that the actual incubator is this one. So AI assurance is sort of another name for AI safety. And we have this community that goes on online, the AI safety founders community that we've built. And of course, we have the allies. We have Applied Research, where I am the acting co-director. And there we are, wonderful place. A lot of great teammates here, doing a lot of amazing work. And then Juniper Ventures, who is working with us on this as well. So that's really what's up. And yeah, you can just follow along or do whatever you want here. That's very nice.
From a single data point. That's why investors often track companies for months and sometimes years before investing. YC has a much shorter time horizon, but it can still be extremely valuable to show progress between the time you apply and when you interview. This doesn't mean you go from idea to massive company in 2 weeks. No,
there's like 2 parts. They have 10-minute interview, super quick forum for startup founders to come in. So like 10-minute interview, and you have a 250K decision, which is pretty wild, right? And the only requirements are a team and an idea.
This is exciting, but just having written more code, develop new prototype, or talk to more users can be extremely meaningful at the early stage. This will benefit your startup regardless of whether or not you get into YC. So it's a win-win situation. I was just talking to a very early stage company that was about to interview YC, and they were naturally interested in prepping for the interview and making sure they had good answers. But they hadn't actually pushed a prototype of their product into production. After trying it, I figured out that they could in fact launch a very rough but functional version of their idea before the interview and start onboarding users. So that's what I recommended. Now, I'm not a YC partner, and I don't know if that'll be enough for them to get in. But even if they don't, I think they will be moving faster and learning from the early experiments. It's important to remember that YC interviews are only 10 minutes long, so you have to be concise. Gary Tam, who's a former YC partner, outlined 3 key points that you need to get across in the interview.
First is problem. What is it? Second is the solution. Is it good? Are you implementing it? Third is how big can it really be? If you succeed, where does this go?
Those are the 3 key points you want to get across, and hopefully they should all tie together into a nice story that anyone can follow. When we interviewed YC with my current company, Lucy, the pitch was straightforward. Smoking kills millions of people. It's a huge problem, and we have a solution in the form of tobacco-free nicotine products. Our team consisted of a former smoker, a PhD biochemist, and a programmer. And tobacco is a huge trillion-dollar industry globally. If we were successful, it would be huge. Simple stories like that are extremely powerful, but it's important not to try and tell a long story and everyone your answers, since you only have 10 minutes. When a partner asks you a question, don't give a bunch of background information and explain nitty-gritty details before answering core question. Treat your response like a newspaper article and structure the response as an inverted pyramid. The most important information comes first. Then, if you have time, you add important details to support your original point, and then you add background info at the very end. This allows the partner who asked the question to cut you off and move on to the next question if they're satisfied with your answer, and keep the interview moving along. Now, what if you don't get into YC? Don't worry at all. I know plenty of founders who applied multiple times before getting in, and I myself was rejected the first time I applied. Before co-founding Soylent, I started an education technology company and applied to YC. But my application wasn't very good, and I didn't even get an interview. The biggest problem with my application came down to exactly what Jerry Friedman outlined: team and idea. I hadn't really tested my idea with any real people who could use the product that I was building, and my team wasn't really fully formed yet. I had a third co-founder on my application, but he was on the fence about joining. It seemed like if we got into YC, he would take a leap of faith and join the company. But if we didn't, he wasn't really interested. That's a really bad sign, and I think YC picked up on it. Everyone on your team should be fully invested and willing to work on the problem, regardless of whether or not investors like the company. Tons of companies get rejected by investors and go on to become massively successful. Determination is everything in startups. So good luck if you apply to YC. If you have any questions about the process, feel free to leave me a comment below or DM me on Twitter. And if you like the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.
Let's see if there's some more content from this guy. Actually, a really nice.
And I want to talk about my experience going through the process and the final results of the idea. Originally, I did not want to study I was deep in the hacker clear stage where essentially the hacker is an entrepreneur, like a study that builds out money, runs their own turn, and main deal is the fact that you don't have to use the life of your time, and that's the antithesis of what capital one. Capital one people who know about this, people are willing to go to the big positives out there in the world. And I was from the team who's driving team, the hacker, and now I'm not a company. So I'm really then why did I apply? The reason why I ended up applying YC is something different. Alex is handle and tell you also right here. You're both YC founders, they both YC. You're just telling me about you just apply. Never know, you just apply, never know nothing. So I really think finding something on the October 13th. Then I'm very on October 13th, Sunday night, and every day when I'm first Tuesday, prepare and then go and prepare the interview. Find out the day of, but you don't have to wait all day and no response. Absolutely makes sense. And we then through Wednesday, once again, this is kind of hard. Most people hear something in the day that you're kind of like tell you something on the day. And everything around 30 minutes still no response. And I was like, all right, I can get more. I'm going to send you an email. I said, hey, sorry, response. You're going to be interviewing the following week on Tuesday, which is Tuesday 24th. Today, the day that I'm going. I really just had an interview 1 hour ago. So I didn't today. We're going to go over the YC partners, tell me what the co-founder night. Like you guys, just idea, you don't get a great idea. You've seen people try to do this idea before, but you just never worked on the past. Maybe now AI, LLMs, maybe now they're actually speaking well, but chances are probably not. You want to go into the truly change the world. What is your beyond that? Say that Tesla is really changing the world, and issue. And honestly, my client not having that. Really don't. And then the second interview was essentially ended with the partners telling us, hey, like you guys, this idea is not quite there. This is my email. Email me, reach out whenever you have a video idea you want to go for, and chat. So it wasn't a yes, but also a no. So I think I just came with their idea. I need to do that. With full confidence, I could do that. I do think I would get YC. So I immediately frankly start writing ideas, researching things, what open opportunities, what big business people. And everyone tends to do that. I sat there and asked myself, this is what I really want to do with a start. When really when I got my journey, I'm talking somewhere in the video. I sure that I talk about my dream job is have a software holding company with a small startup as a multi-channel. And with that in mind, I realized I sat in miles over there and like 10 minutes looking up, trying to go really get the get into YC. I realized like this is the absolute antithesis of the whole reason why I started my journey in the first place. So essentially, I did the whole 5 stages of reading the 1 hour after my interview. I was like, sad, frustrated, I was confused, but I couldn't believe it. I think going through the YC application process, it really forced me to ask myself, what am I? Like, once you start going down the capital route, you're kind of expected to try and spend your time building a corporation, success in a capital review. It's building a Facebook, and Airbnb, next Dropbox, you know. But I realized that's really not what I want. I'm not in the I don't need the life, I don't need the life of like Mark Zuckerberg, Franceschi, and people. That's really not what I'm trying to live for. I know exactly what I want to do. I want to build a software holding company. Very small company, just myself, only employee, one employee, partner, but I want to keep a really small team that cash flow money, so I spend most of my time with them. That's why I'm really important. So at the end of the process, I came to the conclusion that I don't want to send all of email with a big idea to open moon because I don't want to go the capital route. You know, I think it's funny thing like say it's right, like I don't want to do VC, I don't want to do YC. At the end of the day, I don't think I ever truly know whether you want to go VC route or you want to go bootstrap route. So you actually have the opportunity in hand. One thing to say, I don't want to read, I don't want to do YC, blah blah blah. But another thing to say that when you actually apply, you have the offer in hand, you have the opportunity to do it, and you decide not to. And like, you might get it hard, yes, I don't think it's hard now, but from the beginning, I think I had it in, I wanted to came with that idea, and I get the hard, and it's incredibly helpful to me because I realized like VC is not what I want to do. I want to go this. I want to have chill, like build a unified software company, and live my life. I'm not even into YC. I fully understand why YC is so popular. Why it's still one of the best accelerating units. I really like YC, no matter what, it's going to be a constant experience. Regardless of the end, it's forced you to reflect and ask yourself, what do you want to do life? So I realized YC and the capital is not what I want in my life at this point right now. It's changed a couple years, but again, I'm happy with what I want. I know what I want, and that's what I'm worth it.
I love the well, I watched all your videos, so we kind of get YC. It's like, guys, these videos are YC.
This is my side of and today we just finished up a YC match, and we're getting a ton of feedback. We'd like to talk to you all about that. Like, I noticed in YC, that's where they very clearly reached out. They were like, we got YC, we really didn't know what we were applying for. One time just to me, we just program. We had no idea that you follow us on later programs from the USA or from the USA. We had no idea. Another time just to me, we didn't even understand YC programs. We thought it was going to be some big online lecture. We didn't know we'd get signed to a partner. We didn't know we go to different sections and meet with some companies that are like in our area, and we didn't know this stuff. And you know, that's kind of how it is. Sometimes we assume people know, but a lot of times like, oh, I YC because I have to like it. And then right after I was like, oh shit, like this is way more stuff than I thought. You know, one time I was like, dude, we need to know you helped us hire. And then today there was a meeting about like YC hiring platform. We were like, oh, we didn't know we spent some no idea we were getting for it. I don't know why you decide that. Like, there's just a lot of moving parts. And so people know about the match because they heard, oh, it's in the program. Oh, you live in the area. And it's like, yeah, no, like you can tell us like surprise, it's really you and he. They think like big actors or something. How many times do you do? We're like, so why do you work with you? Yeah, we're supposed to be. We're like, we're YouTubers. We're supposed to be. It's like us. And it's like we're it's always way more impressive than they expect. And they have no idea that we keep talking about things for a while. And it's also crazy stuff we do people on edge. A lot of you kind of know slash can't talk about. So I guess our reason is a bunch of the stuff we do is meant to be secret. I don't like that. And there's the idea that we keep secret unless we're YC, and that is the way. Lots of it. The thing that makes it hard. I started to realize this. It's choosing YC university. And when I think back, you know, I'm sure Yale's changed a couple ways in the last 20 years, but it's not changed that much, right? I'm sure Stanford's changed some ways, it's not changed that much. I think that when we think about university, we're preconditioned to think it's probably 99% the same year over year. Yeah. And I think people don't think about YC as a product, right? If you look at Instagram, day one, and look at Instagram now, it's totally different. You expect that. You expect marching on. And I think people's conception of YC as a university or school. Yeah, I think we have some listeners and teachers, and they're like, I don't like, watch your videos, so we can't get YC. It's like, guys, these videos are YC. So it's not like school, like, here's a syllabus, here's a lecture, here's lecture 4, how many books. It's more like you're in the club, and you get access to resources. And if you are ambitious and you are smart, the sky's the limit. If you actually work with people that know what they're doing, and the bigger mission is what we're doing. Yeah, this is why this is a dangerous thing. We've been accused of being a mafia, and
we're not mafia, we don't break anyone's lives or anything like that.
But it's not completely false, right? Like if you're like made in a mafia, you do get privileges that normal people don't, right? And then like when you get to YC, you have to resources that other people don't, right? And so in the end, there's always different ways of living a mafia. People don't shit on you as hard. You know, when you're mafia, like someone's not gonna rob you, right? Like when you're YC, VCs don't rip you off. Like, and so I'm not saying mafia, right? I'm saying it's not a mafia. We just have these very clear similarities to YC and mafia TV. Oh god. Anyway, so this part of the feedback we got from members, it had almost we mentioned that when we were playing. It also had this aspect of there were some really serious misconceptions that we had about YC that didn't get cleared up until we got. You know, one was this misconception, oh, we actually need to work personally, like it's actual structure thing, we feel like we're getting personalized support. But what was the other misconceptions that you saw that were, you know, obviously, I mean, obviously designed to try to YC. Like, these are like design packs on YC. What's he seeing there? Trying to encourage them to think that investors will make your company great, and if they get product market fit, basically like people, so if I get this investor, they'll just me. And so what YC will do this for me is like way more companies not, you know, we're struggling with investors and so it's really common discussion there. It's like I agree with you, all work that. The reason YC is not working for you is that it's a great environment to do this with other peers and founders get access to resources while you're watching. And the amount of resources you get is never way top resources you get from some rainfall tech, like so I think one. I think another big discussion was just folks have apparently have started to YC and directly Nash. I don't know, just be curious. You know, it's never that I started to yeah, I really like you should YC, people like YC like oh, it's not worth it. And he's like, in retrospect. He's like, I think about it. I'm just gonna use my product. I think about it. Everyone like different things. And we think yeah. You know, the last one for me is this crazy misconception of how far along you have to be. And like what pains me about this discussion is that it can be destroyed for basic research. It's like look at the companies who've done YC and successful and look at how far along you're apply. Yeah, over and over again, people will tell founders like, oh, unless you have this much value, unless you lie, unless you're doing this time, YC is for scaling, it's not for starting. It's like garbage. Like, literally 40% of the last batch came with just an idea. Most of them were working and they applied. We're at work working jobs and they applied. It's true. And let me just say the real truth. This is the real truth. Some company that directed to start with the first pre-seed round to sell 30% to some random investor has some co-founder who lasted a year and they got fired in the company who's on $3 billion and finds YC. Michael Jordan that or he brand new company, it's starting to go, they just their jobs, the capital is completely clean and the founders just like totally jazzed with it, like completely like you know, I can do it last batch very clear references like
yeah, so people their idea if you go YC and try to scale and do all that after you know exactly wrong. Dude, how many people that they have to change their idea, which is fine, it's like, but they already raised a very high company and they think they're really far along. How much harder is it to change their idea to a company because you thought you were raising?
So hard. I think that like, you know, it's so funny, but in my mind it's so clear. You do YC because you want an amazing career. You do YC because you want to not be screwed by investors. You do YC because you want honest feedback and you want to take responsibility for the win or loss of your company. And you do YC because so many other great companies in YC and try to value it that you should be confident that you're great value as well. It's that simple. And then like so many people like convince founders of YC is bad. They can't explain why taking their money, doing their program, doing their things better. All they can do is like neg YC. And if you ever see someone making a argument that's 100% ripping something else down and 0% explaining why everything's doing, if all of your talking points is the alternative is bad, like, you know, like maybe all you're selling is fear because that's all you have to sell. And like maybe that's your business model, selling fear. Not kind of selling
if you're in the batch, yeah. If you're getting investors company, how do you
first valuations, I think everyone was nervous. The valuations started coming down. Was it hashtag VC certification and some shit like that going on? No one was around. Prices are almost exactly the same as they were during the last batch. With people like VC Hunter and money's going like crazy. We saw 15, 25, some companies like 30. Almost no change from last batch. Didn't see change on speed. You know, saw investors going from meetings, coming in within 1 to 2 meetings. Didn't see any difference on terms. Like, you know, investors working any board seats or weird craziness. I don't know, maybe. Also, I think it's like 30% for everybody. YC loans are people. YC is it's too easy to handle the people. Some people say in the chat, and it applies to you. When the class 60 companies is they base how easy or hard they think for based on background hurdles. They read other people's ways. Okay, so also raised so how do you raise and they also talk about that how like some random company in Europe raising for LCI whatever doesn't actually mean for right? It's like that. Like everything okay, so again, the investor folks is more actually I'm sure there are companies. I apologize to you. I'm not saying my experience is different, but this is sort of the point which is too many folks in the market that stock market. And there's like graphs and charts you have and it all operates different ways. Which is kind of thing like YC funding systems like only yours. Right? It operates separately. A lot of what people don't understand is the power of running an auction. Right? Like it's so rare that you get to run an auction. You know, most founders are not running auction. They're begging for money. Like we were begging for money. When you're an auction, you have to do things like name your own price. Like YC companies say investors we're raising this much money at this price. Are you running it? Right? Like that's foreign language to people who like most people raise oh you need the price completely different price. And the thing that happens when you're running auction is you get inbound offers. Like a typical company in this patch got between 10 and 60 or 70. Investors holding them wanting to learn about investing in a company. I found investors like, oh, no, this is how this is what no told you this happened. I see, no, I'm like, oh, this is yeah, that's holding investors. And like, my so that's what's so funny is that we talk to so many founders with such a different experience fundraising, often from the same funds before doing YC, after doing YC. And nothing that I think of this great analogy around this early stage environment. Like, trying to frame what's going on. My first company was industry for and so I learned a lot about behavior. I learned a lot about these works and how they works. You know, and I started to see a lot of parallels between those industries and so like yeah, personally, it's funny. A lot of folks who are most approachable, your first timer, or you're just moving to the area, or you're trying to break into the industry. The friendly people that want to talk to you are often the most exploitative, and the people whose business model is just like squeeze you and like pull you up the phone with someone else. And they think you're doing a favor. Yeah, right. Like the gatekeepers, they're really friendly. You know, you're telling you like, you know, I know you can show, like there it is. Like, they're supposed to really aggressively sell themselves to people. And part of the digital, I'm really important. I know these people, I know more for you. You know, here's other people that I know, I can do them. There's all these kind of promises. And sadly, story a lot of us maintain this is you learn hard with those you learn not to. Or you understand there's one way to the leagues and get in or something. They seem to get really good at large. You can see like CA or something. Right? Like, you get, it's like he's like we always all this stuff. There's kind of industries. The thing is, my experience was a lot of the characters that came out of the work who were successful to me, the first founder. In retrospect, we're not great. But hey, if shares, you're just like hey, pitch, we have competition coming in. Hey, all these people.
Why did you apply to YC? Good question. The brand
community.
Like they didn't have to successful advising as rich. That you would think they did actually. We have to do like fake advisors, right?
Yes, God. I have an advisor who literally took 2% of our company to help us fail at raising a round that was rescued by our existing inside investors. 2%. And exactly the same thing, like, oh, really nice, helping you out, it didn't work out, but like, you signed this thing, what about consideration? I didn't sign anything. It didn't matter. And so it's like, positions, talking about so many of these horror stories of these kinds of experience starting before YC. And they're shocked when like investors like, Charles, I safe. No, I don't need provider rights, I don't need a board seat, I don't need board seat. No, fine, you know, like, and the founders are like, what do you mean? And it's like, and I think that it'd be helpful for us to talk about some of those specific horror stories they tell us about, right? Company in my group that raised money, they invested it. They raised a bunch of money from an investor who put in $100,000 and bought over a third of the company straight away. And what they didn't tell the founders is every such investor would say to themselves, this investor knows a lot of capital, bought so much of the company that the founders are getting so diluted that they're not going to know anything. It's just shut off later stage rounds completely. And these founders, of course, a couple $100,000 enough. There's more. Taking YC goes 50%. And it's like from an investor who knows better, but who saw they could leverage over founder and it's like,
this is fascinating. So much of when you find out about raising, there's a lot of talking points that get into your head, and it's easy to believe them. Like, oh, half the 20%, oh, half the board seat, oh, if you raise it too high valuation, it's bad. Oh, like, and when you think about it, those are actually very, clever talking points from the investor perspective. And so many of these fundraising, they're being pushed by folks where it's convenient. You see, actually convenient, like prices are down and founders should be more rights than used to during the economy. What was our worst story?
yeah, I mean, I had one where the investor, the founder was like, hey, we previously wanted to raise $1 million, and the investor wanted us to do this price round and to pay for $50,000 of their legal fees. And like, companies raise on safes and pay nothing. They're lawyers. On this situation, you hand $50K, and the even more criminal things, price round. Also, there's people for that. It shouldn't cost $50,000 to do a price round. Like, you're just ripping off founders. It's pure and simple, ripping off founders. There are other situations where someone is basically like, oh, I'm committing to be in your round, but I need to be the last money, and someone when you raise,
Once you find that $1 million,
well, you have to leave room for me. Wait. You're just making rules up. This is how it works, right? Founders don't know. We got another one where like someone saying, all right, I'm committing 500,000 of your $2 million round. You just have to go and get the rest. I'm gonna leave. You just go raise another 1.5 million. Like, these are all horse races over and over for founders in this batch fundraising before YC. And it's like, I know I hear yourself. I know you're shocked when fundraising YC. Then you're
what I'll say is, when you think about just back to the using before, for a lot of folks, they would have been better off for people say, I was better off just like waiting longer to get their agent, or like not having a bad agent, just having a agent, or some bad manager who like sold an after and so this is what's weird is a lot of the content marketing we get from the venture capital industry is convince people they need it and want it immediately. It's like the message that you're bringing off is founders like you can't even start without raising a pre-seed round. And we're in this is a pre-seed round, blah, 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 right? And again, I hope people understand that YC they we say the opposite. Much like, yeah, like you don't actually raise money to like start making customers. But this is deeply part of the YC mantra, which is if you're going to get the first pre-pitch check and go PCs, you're setting yourself up to get screwed. You're setting yourself up to get taken advantage of by people who have point of you off. Versus if you do something cool and you're not leverage, right?
Anyways, this is an amazing match, and I don't want YC to take too much credit. Founders work, and to what I mentioned earlier, being able to say one person in this match was also just like amazing. It was one of the things that reminded me of why YC is such a fun job, is being able to see everyone interact with that. So it was a good one, right? Yeah, in my mind, it's so clear. You do YC because you want an amazing career. You do YC because you want to not be screwed by investors. You do YC because you want honest feedback, and you want to take responsibility for the win or loss of your company investors. So hard. I think that, like, it's so funny, but in my mind, it's so clear. You do YC because you want an amazing peer group. You do YC because you want to not be screwed over by investors. You do YC because you want honest feedback, and you want to take responsibility for the win because you want to not be screwed over by investors. You do YC because you want honest feedback, and you want to take responsibility for the win or loss of your company. And you do YC because so many other great companies did YC and extracted value out of it that you should be confident that if you're a great founder, you can extract value out of it as well. It's that simple. And like, so many people that convince founders that YC is bad, they can't explain why taking their money or doing their program or doing their thing is better. All they can do is like, it's so funny, but in my mind, it's so clear. You do YC because you want an amazing peer group. You do YC because you want to not be screwed over by investors. You do YC because you want honest feedback, and you want to take responsibility for the win or loss of your company. And you do YC because so many other great companies did YC and extracted value out of it that you should be confident that if you're a great founder, you can extract value out of it as well. It's that simple. And like, so many people that convince founders that YC is bad, they can't explain why taking their money or doing their program or doing their thing is better. All they can do is like neg YC. And like, if you ever see someone making an argument that's 100% ripping something else down and 0% explaining why their thing is good, if all of your talking points is the alternative is bad, like, like, maybe all you're selling is fear because that's all you have to sell. And like, maybe that's your business model, selling fear. Not the kind of investor I want my capital.
And like, inside YC, if you're a YC company, if you're in the batch, if you're getting advice from a company, how do I like one? I think another big misconception was just folks. A lot of folks apparently have strong opinions on people about YC never actually were in the batch. I don't know. Just like be curious. It's here's what I found really I think another big misconception was just folks. A lot of folks apparently have strong opinions on people about YC never actually were in the batch. I don't know. Just like be curious. It's here's what I found really like, yeah, I really like YC. Like, you should have YC. The people not YC like, oh, it's not worth it. And he's like, in retrospect, he's like, I think about it.
Everyone's never used my product, and I think about it. And everyone who did use my product had different opinions, and I weighed them equally. Yeah. The last one for me is this crazy misconception about how far along you have to be. And like, what pains me about this misconception is that it can be destroyed through basic research. It's like, look at the companies who've done YC and been successful, and look at how far along they really apply. Yeah, over and over again, people will tell founders like, oh, unless you have this much revenue, unless you're live, unless you're doing something for time, YC is for scaling, it's not for starting. That's like garbage. Like, literally 40% of the last batch came with just an idea. Most of them were working when they applied. We're at work, working jobs when they applied.
It's true. And let me just say the real truth. This is the real truth. Some company, their idea to start was the first raise pre-seed round and sell 30% to some random investor, have some co-founder who lasted a year, and then they got fired and now they have a bunch of equity, who's gone through 3 pivots for $500 million and applies YC. Mike, would you rather that, or the brand new company that started a month ago, they just quit their jobs, the cap table is completely clean, and founders are just like totally jazzed, ready to start something. Like, who do you think is more likely to succeed?
I think if you look at the last batch, very clear references like.
Yeah, very people, their idea that you go to YC once you scale and develop stuff after,
mentorship.
I think the perception.
Mentorship.
I think the perception is that YC is the batch and the fundraising, but really there's so much more than that.
We applied to YC for the mentorship and support.
And towards the mentorship, top-notch advice.
Advisors who have your back.
Accountability and advice.
I mean, we want to get roasted by Siebel and the other group partners. I think like talking to friends who did the previous batches, that direct, honest feedback and being able to, quickly iterate on your business very fast in that short 3-month period was very helpful for them. And we wanted to go through that same level of pain. So here we are.
I was really excited to work with the partners. It's kind of rare that a VC firm actually has partners that have gone through building a company.
The best people to learn from are the people who've done it before and who've made all the mistakes.
We knew some people who had gone through the experience and really just spoke about the community and kind of the support and resources that are provided in this environment.
I saw YC as a great way to have a community of like-minded people.
Being part of this network and this community.
A great community.
The community.
Starting a company is hard. It's a long, arduous road that very few people traverse on and actually have the ability to persist.
The amount of people that you find that can relate to your problems is very little now. Like my friends now don't really relate. So just having that network of people that actually really understand what you're going through is super helpful.
We'd obviously followed Y Combinator and had looked up to it for several years.
I've been reading Hacker News for a while.
I've been kind of reading program essays since I was like 14.
Why did you apply to YC?
Mostly because of the reputation.
The track record and reputation.
The name, the recognition, the power that comes with the YC network. I think as two female founders launching in construction and fintech, we needed all of the support and kind of rah-rah around us that we could get.
I think the brand as well, right? I think for us, we want to hire the best people in the world, and we know the best people in the world want to work for YC companies, so being one helps.
It gave us the right amount of money at the right amount of time, a fresh start, 3-month time box target with demo day at the end. So it's just setting us up perfectly.
In this environment where funding is becoming challenging, so the validation that YC brings is very important, especially for founders in emerging markets where funding is not as readily available as it would be in San Francisco, for example.
We're also not in the Bay Area, so we thought there'd be a huge advantage building up network, meeting some folks out here and learning from some of the group partners that are here.
So we are building Gusto for Middle East and North Africa. There's very few SaaS companies, it's very nascent out there, and tech is also very nascent, and YC has funded some of the best and brightest minds out here, and we want to learn from that community and the network that came before us.
I've always known of YC as just a fantastic place to build something and kind of unparalleled in the world.
In 2005, 4 people
exactly wrong. Dude, how many people do you find that they have to change their idea, which is fine, it's good, like it. But they've already raised an auction, right? Like they just like, it's so rare that you really get to an auction. You know, most founders, early stage founders are not running auction. They're begging for money. Like it's different. We were begging for money. Like when you're in auction, you get to do things like name your own price. Like YC companies say to investors, we're raising this much money at this price. Are you in or are you not? There's just a lot of moving parts. And so people know about the badge because they heard, oh, it's a program. Oh, you move to the area, you spend time, and then there's confusion. It's like, yeah, no, like you get to know us in person. Sometimes like surprised that it's really you and he that you meet. They think we're like paid actors or something. How many examples do you do where they're like, so am I gonna get to work with like you? Yeah, anyone else wants to do? We're YouTubers. We're just like, it's like us. And if I think about the program, I think they person the way, but it's always way more impressive than they expect. And they have no idea that we keep talking about companies for a while. And there's all this other crazy stuff we do to people in hedge. A lot of which we kind of don't, so I can't talk about. So I guess part of the reason we market as well is a bunch of the stuff we do is meant to be
writing this whole article down, it seems. Great content. ThyssenKrupp arises from one of the major weapons manufacturers of the manufacturing heartland of Germany, and was one of the reasons that the Nazi Party didn't go bankrupt back in the Second World War. Yeah, they're still going strong. Before the war, that is. Gary's channel? That's hilarious.
Working for Microsoft cost me $200 million. My name is Gary Tan. I'm a venture capitalist. I started off as an engineer, a designer, a product manager. If you're new to this channel, the $500,000 check that you're doing at Microsoft, you will have dollars in equity at least.
Oh, I have an account. Impressive. Okay. This is really good. Does that require? So reactive. Okay. What is that? React. Okay. Let's test this one. Hey, I am just testing this video format. Let me just type this button. Hey. Oh, that was horrible audio. Let's see, so it uploads that video. Oh, and it is required. Okay. Yeah. Hey, I am just testing this video format. Let me just look like it works. Must be type this button. Hey, I am just testing this video format. Let me just type this button. I guess that's due to React.
Hi, I'm Liz.
I'm JJ.
I am the co-founder and CEO of Campus Job.
I'm the co-founder and CTO.
So Campus Job is an online marketplace for college students to find part-time jobs during the school year and for businesses to find students to hire for short-term work.
In the past 7 weeks, we've acquired over 20,000 users and 10,000 job listings. Most popular job listing for now is campus rep roles for big companies like New York Times, Coca-Cola, Uber, and startups, including past YC startups.
So we're about 5 people right now. We're live at all 7,500 plus post-secondary schools.
Hey everybody, I'm Kamar. I'm a former Google and Apple engineer, now focused on my own startup called Flip. And Flip is a mobile platform that facilitates the fastest, guaranteed resale on specialty items, starting out with limited edition sneakers. Now is
Teespring allows you to crowdfund awesome custom apparel with an all. We've gone to over 600,000 at the speed of a Y Combinator.
Hi, I'm Parker Conrad. I'm founder of Zenefits. Zenefits is a platform for small businesses to manage insurance and benefits, primarily health insurance. And one way to think about this is that we're trying to replicate or actually really improve on everything that a small group commercial insurance broker does for their clients. That starts with sync integrations into payroll systems that lets us pull out all the key HR data about a company and its employees so that you don't have to sort of write out all that information in pencil on a form that's been faxed to you by your insurance broker. And then we integrate with all the insurance carriers so that we can get you instant quotes. And then if you enroll in a policy, we can log back into your payroll system and set up all the deductions.
So I'm just covering this down because it's relevant. We'll probably have a different one. Ugh. Nasty. Not a chance I'm using serverless functions. That's ridiculous. Well, I think this makes a lot of sense. This is what we'll try to do. There are definitely some product specs to figure out, but shouldn't be a big problem. And then from there, it's simply a question of, yeah, running ahead and doing it. All right. Thanks for following along. I hope it was a little bit valuable if you're checking this out. And however, I will do the development in private, just for, all the usual reasons.